Hello, and you get out of here, Joka. Hello, and welcome to the Hot Dog and a Handshake Classic Review Series. Joka, not in this episode. This is one of those shows he doesn't know anything about. Yeah, you can do all you want. I can see you over there. I am Shane Price, joined by Jayden Ginswater here in Topeka, Kansas at Sound Peak Audio and Design for Wrestle Kingdom 9.
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom 9, January 4th, 2015. 36,000 people packed into the Tokyo Dome. Commentary all in Japanese. I was kind of surprised. I figured with the Bullet Club popularity over in the West
It
that
was
by now
on Access TV, not on New Japan World.
Oh, okay. That's where the English commentary was?
Okay. But it was Jim Ross, Matt Striker, so.
That's an insane booth for a Wrestle Kingdom.
That's the booth. Next year would be Striker Barnett. Ross Barnett, so.
Okay. So that's really weird. Runtime on New Japan World, it was all split up, but it was probably like 4 hours, right? Roughly.
Give or take.
Yeah.
So are you going to start the Rambo or no?
Yeah, we can start with the New Japan Rumble.
New Japan Rumble, the Yuji Nagata Classic, as they like to call it, the opener for before the show. Starting off the match was Tiger Mask and Nagata.
Tiger Mask with his tiger children.
You're right. Nagata, Taichi, Taka, Despi, Liger, Sho Tanaka, who is Sho
from the House of Torture.
Hiro Saito, Yohei Komatsu is Yo. Captain fucking New Japan.
Let's go.
Tamatanga, Yoshihashi.
Tamatanga face painted up.
Yeah, this is when he was getting like be nasty guy. Manabu Nakanishi, Yoshiaki Fujiwara, and Great Kabuki.
Great Kabuki looking cool as shit.
First man out, thank God, Captain New Japan.
Yep. I think he was immediately eliminated by Tamatanga.
Yes, he was.
Some notes on this. I love that there's always an unspoken alliance between the young lions and the old guys. Like they always just team up and stuff like this.
Those are Yuji Nagata's kids.
Fujiwara entered to Ride of the Valkyries. Is that something that Danielson stole from him?
He might have.
Okay. One of my notes just says these old dudes hate Taka Michinoku. They all teamed up on him at one point. I like seeing Sho and Yo working together. I don't know if they were a tag team yet, but they would end up being Roppongi 3K. And then Tamatanga basically eliminated himself. So
Wikipedia has him listed as eliminated by Nagata, but yeah, I think you're right.
Nagata threw him at Tiger Mask, and he basically threw himself over the top rope. Tiger Mask did not lift at all. Or maybe it was Nagata in the corner that barely lifted up at all. 3 stars, pretty fun. Never was going to be anything great. I think that's just kind of where this was.
It's a New Japan Rumble, man. You know, it's not, you get what you get. You expect to be that, you know.
Yep.
Then our next match, a much better match than this one. That one is Red Dragon by Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Forever Hooligans, Alex Kozlov, Rocky Romero, Time Splitters of Alex Shelley and Kushida between the NNL Young Bucks.
Yeah, this is for me the pre-intermission match of the night.
I'd agree with that.
Really, really good match. Kozlov had a hilarious super kick sell. The way he jumped backwards off the super kick was
an underrated
really
guy, I think. Kozlov is.
Well, then his career got derailed with injuries. Ended up a commentator for a while.
I believe he still is. I could be wrong now. I know he was in FCW for a while.
Yeah, he commentated New Japan for a minute there with Kevin Kelly. This was an awesome match, action-packed from bell to bell. Every guy got their stuff in, really fun. This Bobby Fish could still move back then, which was fun. Really loved this. I gave this 4 1/4. This was an insanely good match.
I gave it 4. I also looked at the training list of Alex Kozlov, and everybody under the moon has trained him.
That's great. Yeah, good to get a diverse wrestling
Kendo Kashin, Nakamura, Rocky Romero, Toru Yano, I guess. Brian Danielson in the Inoki Dojo, and then some Lucha guys.
I think Toru Yano probably taught him how to wear that funny hat.
He's
the funny Russian hat.
He's Russian, so.
But Toru Yano was probably the one that was like, "This is how you do it.
This
is what you do."
Point,
yeah. Really good match.
Next match was quite interesting, to say the least. It's a short one, but it's
something.
Tenkozy and Hanma.
That's Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima, and then Tomoaki Hanma.
And then they're the Bullet Club of Bad Luck Fale, Yujiro Takahashi, Scott D'Amore, Jeff Jarrett,
JEFF JARRETT,
and Karen Jarrett. My favorite members of Bullet Club, Karen Jarrett, obviously.
Yep.
What a strange what a strange time in wrestling,
Strange combination of people.
Yes.
Very whatever match.
Yes.
I give this a global 4 out of 5.
I give it a Global Force Gold out of 5.
I give it 2.5 stars.
I give it 2.5 as well.
It was just so whatever. Didn't have.
I thought you were gonna go with like a 2, so I thought Global Force Gold would be a 2.5.
Yeah,
but
nah, this was what I don't understand.
It's
why this even
supremely average, but
other than just the novelty of having Jeff Jarrett on the card, but he could have just been in the
Bullet Club,
in the
baby.
Rumble.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
This is his first New Japan appearance after absolutely decking Hulk Hogan with a guitar in like 03.
Nice. On the next match,
Which was a lot better.
Mm.
But around the same time as that last one, so you can prove that 5-minute match is something you can do.
Yeah,
work
I mean,
well
it wasn't like this match. The next one didn't blow.
No,
anything out
but
of
it
the
was better
water,
than the last
but
one was.
Yeah, better than the last one for sure.
Marufuji from Noah, TMDK from, I want to say also Noah. And Toriyano.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, because they all came out with like the big Noah logo on the screen, but Toriyano was New Japan at this point?
Yes, he was.
Okay, and TMDK, maybe Noah?
I want
just
to
touring Japan?
say they were Noah.
Yeah. Marufuji, his entrance gear was awesome.
Yes.
It was very like Power Rangers villain vibe.
I think he still wore the mask.
I said it looked like if Captain New Japan was actually badass.
Yeah.
The red and yellow gear. Yeah. So who are they facing?
Suzuki-gun, Davey Boy Smith Jr., the current Triple Crown champ.
Mm-hmm. Now in 2024, not
2015. Yeah. Lance Archer, Shelton X Benjamin, and the weird dog guy,
Takashi Iizuka.
the
yes.
weird dog guy.
This was a pretty good match.
Yeah,
nothing crazy. Felt like a little too short for everybody to really get their licks in. I gave it 3 stars.
I give it 3 too. I really enjoy Shelton X Benjamin matches every time I see one.
Yeah, I feel like maybe one that showcases him better, like a singles match or just a tag.
This would have worked out better as if it was just Marufuji TMDK against Davey Boy Archer and Shelton.
Yeah. Here's the thing with Wrestle Kingdom. I think every Wrestle Kingdom main event I've seen is among the best matches I've ever seen. But the problem is, if you're watching the whole show, by the time you get there, you've watched so much wrestling.
Yes.
Like, it's just so exhausting. So every Wrestle Kingdom needs to cut like 2 matches. These 2 were the 2 I would have cut. I would have cut the Jeff Jarrett 6-man and the TMDK match. The cool pieces of this, Jarrett, Shelton, Marufuji, they could have shown up in the Rumble, and it would have been just as awesome, right? But these 2 matches did not need to happen. And really the only reason I see them happening is to have a Jeff Jarrett appearance and a Pro Wrestling Noah tie-in.
Yeah.
Really all it was. But the next match was a really good match.
Continuing our Noah, little weird Noah time.
Oh, because is this guy also Noah? The guy that faced Suzuki? Okay, well then you don't even need the Marufuji match. I mean, as cool as Marufuji is, to be clear, by stars per match, one of my highest rated wrestlers up until this match.
So you've seen the guy he's faced, but that was in Wrestle 96. So I know it's kind of funny. We watched this guy twice.
Wait, we've seen this?
Yeah. Wrestle 96. The UWF Irish New Japan show?
Oh, wrestling.
With
yeah.
the Takada in the main event?
I have him in my... Are you sure he was on that show?
I swear to God he was.
Because I feel like when I was...
Sakuraba had to have been, yeah.
Maybe.
So I remember talking about him. He's the Gracie Hunter from Pride, because he was the only one who could beat Jiu-Jitsu.
Did he wrestle as a different name?
No, he wrestled his real name, I think.
Sakuraba. Let me see what I have here. Because when I was doing my stats, I don't think I found him in there. Wrestling World 96, right? The Inoki Vader show?
Yes. He was in the first match of the night. He teamed with Kanahara and Yamamoto against Shinjiro Otani, Yuji Nagata, and Tokimitsu Kenokashin.
Huh. I don't know how I must have missed him when I was doing my stats for that.
Yeah, he was. So you've already seen him. So
okay, I didn't know I'd already seen him.
This was a UWF5 rules match. It was Minoru
Okay,
Suzuki.
explain UWFI to people who don't know.
Knockout, submission, point out, referee stoppage, no pinfalls.
Okay, and then like the company.
And the UWFI was the premier shoot style company. It's where Sakawa made his name. It's where Suzuki made his name in that style, like Pancrase. Before it became MMA, it was MMA pretty much.
Yeah, all right, yeah, that kind of sums it up.
So this match is Minoru Suzuki against Kazuchika Sakuraba, who at this point in time was a well-accomplished MMA fighter outside of being a professional wrestler as well.
Very odd to see Suzuki in white, by the way.
Yes.
That really threw me off. I'm waiting for my notes to load back up here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, of course, Kaze Ninore.
Yeah, of course.
That has to be said. Really good technical bout. I really enjoyed this match. 3.5 stars.
I mean, I gave it a 4 because it was about what I expected from this match to be a hard-hitting affair between two guys who are going to beat the shit out of each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Our next match.
But speaking of hard-hitting.
Kind of the same way, but it's hard-hitting in a pro wrestling way.
Yeah,
Not
this is
a
a certified
actually play.
sirloin beefsteak match.
Tomohiro Ishii, the champion, the never open champion, against Togi Makabe. Ugh, what a nasty fight here.
This was a great hoss fight. Really, really good. Did you have anything on this match, or just it was great? I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it was really good. I
give it 4.
I give it 4 as well.
All right.
And I feel like intermission will be around here, probably
Somewhere.
given the matches that are left.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Omega against Taguchi.
Mm-hmm. Challenging Taguchi for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title.
Kenny was really good in this match. Taguchi was also really good in this match too.
Yeah. Nasty V-trigger and One Winged Angel.
Yeah.
Really hit it. This was just a really good juniors battle. Taguchi, mostly a comedy guy, I think, but kind of held his own with Kenny here. I gave this 3 3/4, so this was very good.
I gave this 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as the last 2 matches, but still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Then, for the tag team title match, Miyu tag, Hiroki Goto and Katsuyo Shibata take on Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson of the Bullet Club,
The Good Brothers.
who were not being so good brothers this time. As they lost the match.
Yep.
This one wasn't as good as I wanted to be, given who's in it, I guess.
Here's what kind of got me with this one. It felt like there's a lot of double teaming.
Yeah.
Not very much like traditional tag work. And so it didn't really. It almost felt like a fatal 4-way, where it was somehow 2 odds. You know what I mean? Like it didn't feel right. Something didn't click in this match. That something probably being Doc Gallows.
Probably.
I gave it 3 1/4.
I gave it.
I thought it was still pretty good, but nothing
I
great.
gave it a 2 3/4. So you know, half a star off.
Still
Not
really,
not too big of a deal.
Yeah, but then we get into like the triple main event here.
The meat of the show, I'm gonna say.
Mhm. I would say if you're cutting the show down to anything, probably just go watch these last 3 matches.
Yeah.
If you're on a time constraint, just go watch these last 3.
Yeah. AJ Styles against Tetsuya Naito.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, who I believe at this point in time had already been IWGP champion.
Probably.
So just, big name, big deals.
Mm-hmm. So this was AJ at one point in this match sells a diving drop kick like he got shot in the chest with a cannon. It was a crazy sell. AJ was flying and flopping all over the place for Naito's moves. And then this is the second AJ match we've reviewed in a row to end with a Super Styles clash. Really, really good match. What do you think of this one?
This is really good. I thought it was the best pre-Los Ingobernables Naito match I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd give it a 4.
I give it 4.5.
Okay.
So it was really, really good.
I think it was just as good as the Suzuki match and Ishii match, so it was in that kind of range. And then the first really good match of the night, for sure. Nakamura, Kota Ibushi for the IC title.
Yeah, 2, I think, 2 guys like legendary IWGP Intercontinental Champions, I think. 2 guys who I really think very important champions in that belt's short history. I loved about this match. In this match, this is my match of the night. I'll say it straight up. I liked this more than the main event. I love this match. One thing I loved is it really felt like you could see them strategizing in real time, like figuring each other out. And then there was just so many cool moves. There was Ishii just crumples Nakamura with a roundhouse kick. That was awesome. Ibushi. Wrong eye name, but you know what I mean. Ibushi crumples Nakamura. Ibushi hits a power bomb with just so much mustard on it, dude. Just slams Nakamura down. And then whatever was his super, pick your ass up and shatter your neck move, where he picks him up from the ropes and just like sort of Germans him, but mostly just drops him on his neck. Crazy. And then I wrote here, Ibushi is a menace. Bro took a flying Kinshasa and smiled. This was an incredible match. I really loved it. I gave it 5 stars.
I gave it 5. I gave it 5 too.
And you got anything else on it, or just?
This is two guys that speak of their powers who needed a match against each other. If this match never happened, it'd be a total sham.
When does Nakamura go to NXT?
Next year.
2016? Mm-hmm. So does he have one more Wrestle Kingdom before then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So and the main event, the one that I was the most forward looking to in this match, I'd actually never seen this match.
Okay. I mean, neither have I. So
Tanahashi against Okada.
Yes. For the
what
NJPW World title, Tanahashi the champion.
What a match.
The match was incredibly well paced. I really liked that, especially for how late in the show it is. Really, really good match. There were a couple of hiccups, but timing-wise, but it was nearly perfect for me. And also, it just didn't feel like this is a kind of a complaint I have with Okada occasionally. Sometimes he leaves the story to the side and is just focusing on how many cool moves can I do, right? I think we had this with his All-In match. It was a very similar thing. I think that was him at All-In that I had that complaint about, right? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. Or no, that was the Kenny match at All-In. There was a different Okada match I had this complaint for.
But he's definitely doing nowadays he's just doing like the greatest hits.
Yeah.
Where like back then he was doing.
Yeah, so it just didn't feel like there was much storytelling in this, especially with what it should be, because this is kind of the generation versus generation Tanahashi Okada, like a rivalry between the generations that's going to go on for a long time. So I give 4.5 stars. I thought it was just slightly worse than AJ and Naito, but still on the same level. So I gave them both 4.5. But if I gave it one, I'd go AJ.
I gave it 4 3/4. Okay. I thought it was really good, but I thought it wasn't like against that. I thought it wasn't as good as last match. Mm-hmm. Could have been better. That's whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, categories.
Moment of the night.
Best moment. I'm gonna go. I don't know, nothing super. I'm gonna go with the V Trigger One Winged Angel combo from the junior heavyweight title match.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna give it to the Flying Kinshasa.
Flying Kinshasa that Ibushi just no-sold.
Yes.
Okay. Next one. MVP. MVP of the night.
I want to say maybe, but I'll give it to Shinsuke.
I was leaning Kota Ibushi. I'm going to go Kota Ibushi.
That's fair.
So we'll just give the two guys in that match. Heat check. Best performance in a short amount of time. Again, New Japan, it's really hard to do this.
We do have two short matches, though.
2 pretty short matches.
I'm going to give it to Marufuji.
Yeah, I'll go to Marufuji. I like that pick. Definitely entrance of the night for sure. Apex Mountain. Now, I really want to ask you about this. Is this anyone's Apex Mountain? I don't think Okada.
It's not Okada's. He didn't even win.
Is it Tanahashi's?
No, not really. Because he's had better matches than this for sure.
Nakamura. Does his Apex happen here? Does it happen in NXT? Does it happen when he wins the Rumble? What is Nakamura's
you know what? In terms of like popularity, I'll give you the Rumble, but in terms of in ring work, it's definitely here.
So do you think this would be Nakamura's Apex Mountain? That's fair. Anybody else? It's not close to Ibushi's.
No, it's not Ibushi's. It's
not
not
AJ, not
Suzuki,
Naito.
not Naito, not Ishii, not Yuji Nagata, not anybody really. So
No, not Jeff
yeah.
Jarrett.
Definitely not Jeff Jarrett. He's somehow in his apex right now.
Yeah, surprise of the show.
Suzuki Sakuraba, I guess, to me.
That could be it. Nothing crazy surprising for me from the New Japan Rumble. I'll give it to Taguchi. I think Taguchi did much better than I expected from him. I'll go to Ryusuke Taguchi. Recasting, do you want to go to the main event or Nakamura Ibushi?
Let's go Nakamura Ibushi.
Or we could do AJ Naito, I guess. But
let's do Nakamura Ibushi, yeah.
Okay. So Nakamura, what was Nakamura in 2015? Kind of describe his role in professional wrestling.
He was like the second most over guy in New Japan.
Okay.
Who kind of flirted with leaving, but didn't really.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it'd just be
a good guy in New Japan currently who flirted with leaving. The flirted with leaving part, I don't know about that, but right now I would say the second best guy in New Japan is probably Yota Tsuji.
Yeah, so I guess Yota Tsuji works.
Yota Tsuji.
He's at this point in the second guy in Japan. And then Ibushi is the best guy not in New Japan who showed up in New Japan.
Ibushi wasn't in New Japan at this point?
Nope.
Where was he?
Freelancing,
still?
I think.
Just freelancing? So the best guy in... Is it Kiyomiya?
It might be.
Because Jake Lee's in New Japan now?
Well, actually...
The best wrestler in Japan that's not in New Japan?
Ibushi was around for a while in New Japan, but he just... No, he was in Japan. He was in New Japan.
He was in New Japan at this point?
I was wrong, yeah.
Okay.
He just wasn't like a full-time guy until like this point. So.
Okay, so somebody who made big waves outside of New Japan and is now here in New Japan to take his place. I mean, is it Jake Lee? Or is Jake Lee not quite there yet? Where
I don't
Ibushi
think
was
he's
this
quite
point?
there.
Is it...
See, the last time there was a guy that big who jumped would be Shingo. That's the issue.
And that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Shingo's been there.
So I guess it would be Jake Lee. Because this is for recency.
They jumped from a Japanese promotion to New Japan.
Does Oiwa count?
Fully. Does it count if it was an excursion?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's I guess because nobody else really fit. I would give it to Oiwa.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's Yota Tsuji versus Rohaiwa.
That'd be a good match.
It'll be a great match. Best double feature. Do you want to go Nakamura or do you want to go the Tanahashi match?
I guess Nakamura for that one. I'd just pick AJ Nakamura for the next year. The
AJ
last
for the next
Wrestle
year.
Kingdoms.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Nakamura's 2 last Wrestle Kingdoms. Good back to back. Kind of like Michael's last 2 WrestleManias. Kind of thing. Except for Michael's had the same opponent both times. I like that. Does anything from this make the Wrestling Criterion collection?
I guess if you want to put in Nakamura Ibushi, we can, but I wouldn't.
I don't think I quite would.
Yeah.
Because like some of these New Japan matches that I haven't seen, I've at least heard of. This isn't one that I had heard of. I think I maybe have been vaguely aware that it happened because just those 2 guys were big stars at the same time. But I'd never. It didn't really make an impact the way like an Okada Omega did. So I don't think this one quite makes the Wrestling Criterion collection. Classic hot dog, classic handshake. Nothing on the table here. We just picked it because it's the 10th anniversary and it's a pretty great card.
So that would be easily Ibushi,
Nakamura. Yep. So both of us picked Shinsuke versus Kota. Out of 10 for our first classic review of the new year. What would you give this one out of 10? This is going to set the standard for the year.
7.5.
That is also what I give. I also give it a 7.5. Just a solid 7.5 right out the gate. I mean, that would have been up there towards the top of the 24 shows we did last year. So, yeah, pretty good one. Next week's
the
start of our mini John Cena based classic reviews for the the year of his retirement tour next week.
Next week is going to be New Year's Revolution 06. I believe that's the one that's in Puerto Rico, right?
Potentially, it is the one where Cena wins an Elimination Chamber. I can tell
Yeah,
you
I think
that.
it is.
And then Edge cashes in.
Yeah.
Yep. That may be in Puerto Rico. So.
What a great Cena here review is the one where he loses and not the Rumble 07. Okay.
Hey, a lot of Cena's best stuff was losing.
Yeah, that whole showcase, yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll get to some other Cena stuff as the year goes on, but it's definitely an exciting one. We have a lot of time to have some fun stuff here on the Classic Review. So you want to take us out for this first one?
And that's the first one of the year. Stay tuned. We're going to do a whole lot more for a whole lot other companies, hopefully. And for that, just enjoy wrestling.